The men at Crow's Perch, they spoke of this place. Ard Serbin, home of the Ladies of the Wood. The peasants feared coming here, and the Baron thought the Ladies of the Wood a terrifying tale for naughty children. Incidentally, I wonder how the Baron is.
Hanged himself after his wife died. Daughter's in Novigrad.
A true shame.
You actually know this area?
Centuries ago, it was a hallowed site for druids. But then the Crones arrived, destroyed the Velen Circle, and deformed the sacred oak atop the mountain. An important feast is observed here annually. The Sabbath, they call it. All the local folk attend. I suspect Imlerith attends too, as the Crones' guest.
Seem to know it well.
Avallac'h's a good tutor.
We stand to find Imlerith here? You sure?
Avallac'h told me of beings who commune with the NL elves. They can be found in every part of our world. In Velen, the Crones do this. Apparently, Imlerith came here at Eredin's behest, to order the Crones to keep their eyes open and ears pricked, in case Avallac'h were to seek shelter in his Velen hideout.
Took the order literally, judging by all the ears hanging in the woods. Think Imlerith might still be here?
He craves the pleasures of the flesh, wine, sex. The Crones indulge him, flatter his ego. I'm certain he'd not let this opportunity pass, and will be on Bull Mountain for the Sabbath.
Let's get this done.
We must reach the peak. We'll find Imlerith there. The peasant folk of Velen call this night the Feast of Gifts. I've no idea why.
Loads of footprints. Crowd of peasants came through here.
Avallac'h claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avallac'h's student.
Should I shoot?
The White One once served the ladies.
But he's an outsider!
Let them approach.
But
They've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that way, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
We thank you for the invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
This celebration, what's it about?
what do you need to know, Wanderer?
No need for anger. The White Ones serve the ladies as we do now. We send them gifts all year long, and on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the Crones. Snivelling, scared to death, and about 8 years old.
Stay calm. Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, For our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favour grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions. Ladies of the wood visit you?
If they favour us. My father told me they descended once, passed from fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year, we wait for them to walk amongst us once more.
Haven't done it in a long time then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak. Mentioned a gate, said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
We should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies.
Prepare for it too prepares for you. Drive it not off with bold words. You'll all to it instead. The creatures into the world neath the human
If only they'd come down to
We
us this
can
year.
never know.
If only
We
our
each
gifts are
will
plentiful.
Use that veil as we will. How we will. To ensure things that its one true use has ne'er been revealed to none. From thence the many errors, from thence the casting off of the veil in the dark.
If only they'd come down to us this year.
Who are ye?
If only their gifts are plentiful.
My, their friend.
For a hard winter.
Uncle give plenty, don't ye fret.
This year.
Hey, but for the year past, my grandmother said they came down the mountain just before daybreak.
How did they look?
At once beauty and horror, like an army in full regalia. If only their gifts are plentiful.
Cretans.
They'll not come this year. Who are you? Can't rightly make you out.
Welcome.
Good ladies, merciful ladies. My grandson, give him elf. He works his share of mischief, but he's a good lad. Give him elf.
Welcome.
I beg yous. A fine little lass.
They'll not come this year.
Not seen you here afore.
Look, a child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already, a bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running, your back to me, as I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the Crones weren't exactly friends.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their peculiar way, the Crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
I'd rather try to dissuade you, but I'm certain that would be in vain. The lass, she is stubborn as you.
Even more so.
Figured as much. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thecla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief, you're worse than children. 3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them. They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly. What good is he?
Pretty damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
We're here to find an elf named Imlerith. Ciri thinks he might be a guest of the Crones.
Big bloke, in full plate? Going the right way. He's atop the mountain, all right.
You've seen him?
Saw him in the bog first. Water froze beneath his horse's hooves. Then I saw him again yesterday, heading up this path. Why are you looking for him?
He killed my friend.
Wouldn't seek revenge if I were you. Even the ladies bow and scrape before that one.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thecla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday. Moons are rising, owls hooting, fires just agleam. Hours late in slumber cozy, close your eyes and dream. The 33 thieves thought they thrilled the throne throughout Thursday. Ha!
Speaking of our givers. My, they're fun.
Seen him about already?
Something's afoot. Something's nigh.
That's him.
If only their gifts are plentiful.
None of these worthy. Be gone.
But we...
Ye shan't meet the lady. Be gone. Eh? Ah!
Who's that? Well, come on, come closer, girl. Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man? Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
Ciri?
Wonderful. Who wouldn't want to meet the ladies? My companion comes with me.
What else has the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile. I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
What's this about? What have you chosen her for?
Tell him.
Each year, 3 chosen of the honour to meet the ladies.
What happens after they've had this honor?
When they return, they speak of the past no more. Joy rules them and they start life anew. The lads were not the first to be chosen this day, but the moon hangs high, so she's like to be the last.
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right you may appeal my choice, but to do so you must best the challenge.
What kind of challenge?
Tell him.
You must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep. The water's murky.
I accept the challenge.
Come. Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran. Now, bring me the coin. Something's afoot. Something's nigh. Go on then, jump. You wish to see the ladies, don't you?
I was beginning to worry. Come, let's get the key.
Something's afoot. Something's nigh. They're back. What do you want?
Can't help but be curious. What's at the summit?
Tell him.
The ladies dwell there, but only the chosen may look upon them.
I know that. I want.
You'll learn nothing else here.
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know its meaning. Marika will open the gate for you. Now go.
Went smoothly.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop one. You're a witcher. You've dived in murkier waters.
Yeah, have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zugel.
Last of the chosen will now ascend the mount to the peak to meet the ladies. Let the festivities begin, and let them last till the crack of dawn. Something's afoot. Something's not.
Seen him about already. If only they'd come down to us this year.
Welcome.
Hey?
What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
Got something to do up there, so just let us through.
Giving me orders? You, a human?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the Crones. Avallac'h said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn it! 2 out of 3!
Out of the question. I'll climb the mountain, you face the Crones.
Hardly a challenge.
They're extremely dangerous. Be careful.
You too. I must get down there. Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
More meat.
I feel 200 years younger. How was he?
He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness. Yum, yum. Welcome, child of the elder blood. We knew you would return.
Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
You died tonight. Besides, you look so really. Naughty, naughty girl!
It's at the summit. Gotta be. Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
sisters said you would come. They saw you arrive in the water's surface. They did not see the girl, but she is with you, is she not?
Yeah, we're both here.
Where is the girl?
Doesn't matter. You'll never get her.
You fall to the bitter end.
I trust this time will be no different. you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
I slew only 2 of the Crones. The third fled with Vesemir's medallion, my sole memento.
You avenged Vesemir.
Avallac'h claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served cold. He's wrong. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Anorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses at the lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Give me a minute. I'm old. Need more rest.
You are, and you do. Let's stay a bit longer.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Gods protect us.
We needn't have come here. We'll ire the ladies. They'll punish us harsh.
Too late to undo. Now stop your chattering.
So, off to Novigrad then?
Yeah, let's get going.
Let's go.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the Crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
There won't be any more acorns. Need to get by without them.
What now?
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
Manage. On your own.
Even the humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated, and witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races, and as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Dundee Lion! Ready some tankards! With guests!
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you...
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Just finished hunting down the Crones of Velen and the General of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've had a busy morning then, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. Have a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right. Anything happened while we were away?
Pretty Polly came down with a fever. That oyster caught a knife between the ribs, and they're late delivering the sodden triple meat.
Dandelion. Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to crippled Kate's.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Windblade and Zuriel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
Wits to yourself.
How much for the nuns, my peach?
You're mistaken. I'm a dancer, not a whore.
What, my peach? Why, here there's always...
There have, but things have changed. New management, see? So you go and peach about elsewhere.
Sod off! What's your hair lately?
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
That's the sole comfort I find in this, but it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
Yeah, but I'd never let Ciri come to any harm. You know that. Past burning pyres on the way into town. Non-humans on them.
Things grow worse by the day. No mages left in the city, so the hunters had to find someone else to victimize. We need to resolve everything as quickly as possible and leave Novigrad.
Any success with the lodge? Anyone out there willing to help?
It doesn't look good. Ida outright refused, while Francesca won't budge from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
And the others? Kira? Margarita? Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch.
I've seen worse matches. Hope things work out for them.
I hope they work out for us, and we actually find Philippa and Rita.
Know where they are?
Yennefer's looking into Rita's whereabouts. I have to figure out where Philippa is.
Know what Yen's found out?
You'll need to ask her. I've been busy trying to find Philippa.
So, learn anything?
A few things that could be interesting. Prefer the long version or the short?
Tell me everything. I want the details.
After fleeing Loch Muin, Philippa ended up here in Novigrad. She sought help from her former lover, the sorcerer Arthur de Vlister.
De Vlister rings a bell.
Philippa had made a fool of him once. Arthur was out for revenge. He convinced her she'd be safest as an owl. She transformed, and he placed a Dimeridian band on her leg. The mage hunt started shortly afterwards. Sadly, Arthur fell victim. They auctioned off his estate. Just so happened a certain dwarven acquaintance of ours stumbled on the auction.
Zoltan. Huh. So Philippa was here under our noses the whole time?
Was, precisely. Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Yep, that's Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
That Philippa the Owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Need to take care of something first. Meet you somewhere later?
Fine. The fountain outside the Passiflora. And hurry, please.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have, unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly you might say you inspired me.
Skip the guessing games. I'm tired.
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
How do you know? Or are you bluffing?
Eredin made sure very few individuals knew of his betrayal. Most are now dead.
Didn't answer my question.
How matters not. What matters is, I know. And I've an idea how to use this knowledge.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Want a deal? Talk to him? Trust him? I'd rather just kill him.
That is precisely one of the reasons why Gels abhors your world. Your senseless brutality. At times, one must use reason rather than blades.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Alder folk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
Think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They are linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another. Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Let's go.